So what we are covering, or what we covered, is on this aspect relating to what is phassa, contact. Because now onwards is a depth of the Dhamma, where we are going to go into the phassa. Whatever we see, let's say I sit in meditation, then I'm in first jhana. There's a phassa which is happening. And then there is a vedana. There's a feeling that you are feeling blissful or something. And that gives you a sanya perception. Okay? So if somebody were to come and say that I saw a deva. So if Buddha is there, he would just smile, because without phassa, you can't see a deva. And without a phassa, even I can't see you, Bobby, and Harry. There should be some contact. So when there is contact, then there is feeling. So he's saying that whatever they are saying, whether it's uchcheda or neva sanya, na sanya, or this or that, or whatever they are saying, they can't say that without phassa. Whatever grounds you're arguing, without contact, can you experience anything? And the answer is no. And Nibbana is no phassa. So Buddha, what he would do is, if anybody explains him anything other than cutting out the phassa, he would not accept. This is the key to Buddha Dhamma, not the feelings. It's not about craving. Okay? It's about phassa, contact. You cut the contact. So Buddha Dhamma equals cutting the contact with senses and sense objects completely. Okay? That's what the Dhamma is all about. If somebody is thinking that I will do this, I'll do that, and then it means not only you are existing in that, and also the experience is coming. So when the experience is coming, there should be something that is making that experience possible. So there should be contact. Experience can come where? The senses. The first thing I need to do is to cut the senses. Then the question comes, how do I cut the senses? No nimitta. If I don't cut the senses, then there is nimitta. Simple. Nimitta is perception, basically. So whatever I have felt, there is a perception of it. So I create a nimitta to go back. So first jhana, I'll go back to that. Second jhana, I'll go back to that. Third jhana, I'll go back to that. Fourth jhana, I'll go back to that. And hence he doesn't agree with them. He doesn't agree. That's the reason I was asking you, what is a cause, what is a condition, and what is the reason? Why? Without contact, how can you say I'm in first jhana? Or without a contact, how can you say you're in Australia or in India or US or wherever? Wherever I am in. So it doesn't make any sense. Okay. So phassa. Phassa pache vedana. Vedana pache tanha. Tanha pache upadana. Upadana pache bhava. Bhava pache jati. If there were no phassa, then there's no vedana. That's what he says in the 5 aggregates. In every sutta, he says, phassa samudayo, vedana samudayo. Phassa samudayo, sanya samudayo. Phassa samudayo, sankhara samudayo. If somebody wants to cut the sankhara minusing the phassa, it's not possible. It's not possible. Why? As soon as there is a contact with the senses and the sense object, you would do something about it. So the Nibbanic bliss so to say, is cutting down the six sense objects, Indriya Samvara. Nothing else. It's not about believing in Buddha or not believing in Buddha or this and that and so many other things. No, nothing to do with that. If there is a sense, sensual, and if there is an experience, and then that's going to be a conditioned experience. Okay. Any question? All good? Yes. Go ahead.
Bobby, you can go first.
No, you can go in. It's okay. I can talk later. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, I was thinking. So, the 10 questions, for all these questions, Buddha does not answer. It's because they seem to make sense when there's pasta, and there's no pasta, it no longer makes sense. And
Yes.
hence, he does not answer those questions.
Correct. That's right.
Sorry. Can I?
Hmm.
Yeah. See, Vilasi, like in many teachers, I have heard saying that any one of the link in Paticca Samupaya, if you cut it, like you will reach liberation. For example, I heard Goenka ji many times. He says that Vedana, if you don't react to it, you will reach liberation. So if Vedana, because of Vedana, you're getting craving. So if there is no craving, you are cutting that link. So is it like, you are saying fasa, like the contact, if there is no contact, then there is no, of course, there is no Vedana. But if there is Vedana and if you don't react to it, if there is no craving, you are cutting that link or something like that. So this, I heard some other monks or somebody say, any link, if it is cut, you are finished. So is that?
No, it's like this. It generally said like that. But in the sutta, if you look at Nibbana, he would say Phassa. He doesn't take anything else. So let's say the bhava, ekavakaro bhava, just consciousness being there. It's in arupa realm. Okay. Now the phassa has happened in the consciousness. So now what is the Vedana there? There's no Vedana. There's no perception also. There are many bhava. Out of that, Buddha says there is ekavakaro bhava, chatuvakaro bhava, panchavakaro bhava. Vakaro means aggregates. There's only one aggregate, there's Vijnana. And there's four aggregates. And there are five aggregates. Five aggregates are in the Kamaloka. And in the Brahmaloka, it is four aggregates. There is no Rupa, but other four are there. So if somebody were to look at it, if it is true that you cut out Vedana and everything will drop off, then maybe somebody has gone beyond Buddha. Meaning they have become more smarter than the Buddha itself. So it's generally said from a human perspective, but Buddha doesn't talk from human. It is applicable to all the realms. So in this Brahmachala Sutta, especially, he's talking about every realm, not just human realm. Yeah, from human realm perspective, you cut one, you cut craving, you cut Vedana, it makes sense. Because you're not reacting to the Vedana, body sensation. Yeah, it's like I said, it's the Vipassana course, what we learn is a basic thing. It's a basic requirement per se, I could say. There's a 10-day or 20-day or 30-day or 45 days, 60 days. It's required. But that's it. It's not top. We have to develop on top of that. We can't say that is not good. It is very good. But we can't say that is it. Nobody can say that is it. Because it has a lot of limitations. Okay. The first limitation is to be done in all the postures, but it's done in only in one posture. Number one. Number two, it's all about feeling and perception. It's got nothing to do with body sensation. What has body got to do with it? Eye has a sensation, ear has a sensation, nose has a sensation, tongue has a sensation. You mean to say there's no other sensation except for body? No, that's the second difference. Third difference, it should work everywhere. It doesn't work. It works only in the retreat. Why? It should work everywhere. At any point in time, it should work. The third difference. Fourth difference, once done, you should remember it all the time. That doesn't happen. People go every 3 months, they book a retreat. The fourth difference. But because, like you rightly said other day, if one has experienced Nibbana, he will never forget. Then why is that people going every 3 months to the retreat? What did they forget? The fourth. Fifth one. There's nothing called timings. It's continuous. There's no time and space. It shouldn't take space. It shouldn't take time. If it takes time and space, then something is wrong, because that's against Patisamutpada itself, and it's against what we are calling Ihipasiko, Upanaiko, and all that, right? So we are saying Akaliko. There's no Kala. There's no time. Doesn't take time. That's the fifth difference. Let's take the sixth difference. How do you develop in such a way that you cut the Patisamutpada? You've done 30 days. Let's say somebody's done 60 days. How do you cut Patisamutpada? I would say not by reacting. Okay. Let's say there is a body pain. Will you not go to the doctor? Will you not take tablets? Because you are reacting to it. Yeah, there's a body pain. Yes, Bobby.
So with the same logic, how I can avoid the pasa? Like, if I have a body pain, like,
No. What Buddha is saying is Passa Pachaya Vedana. It's not Vedana is the main criteria there. Like in the...
So this is one of the questions actually I always wanted to ask you, but I keep forgetting, Now you say, Bassa Pachaya Vedana. So in many cases, I feel that this Vedana itself becomes a contact. For example, now you have a pain already, or you have some kind of feeling, and that becomes a contact for your mind. Something that becomes a contact, because but it's a Tikapatana or something. It says sometimes it looks like this arises first and this arises first, and then it looks like before that it arises. So it is so complicated. Sometimes I feel that Vedana also becomes a contact for some sense organs.
No. Then this whole Brahmajala Sutta is wrong, Bobby, in that sense. You would have put Vedana there.
Now, how I can influence that? For example, now I already have a pain. What made that pain? Like, what is the contact that pain? I don't know. But the reality is I have a pain, and this pain is coming in contact with that bodily sensation. Is it possible that it comes in contact with mind consciousness? No.
Wait for a second. I think you are going somewhere. Now, first and foremost, can there be a separate feeling apart from contact? That's the question you need to ask. Can there be a feeling devoid of contact?
No, definitely not. but for some contact,
No,
will be
then
the
it becomes
condition.
independent. If you say some contact means that there are there are feelings which have got nothing to do with contact. Like, I get a body pain. I say that there was no contact. I just got it random, which is what vada? Out of three,
No, no,
random.
no. See, this is from my experience. I'm saying that might be wrong. But
No,
first,
it's not.
like
No, that's what I'm
no,
asking you, Bobby. The worst of the body pain, if you get, there is already a
yeah,
phassa. Phassa with what?
already first with the body. I don't know, body consciousness.
Exactly. See, you first have
Yeah.
to understand this six consciousness. I don't mind repeating it. Take it in this way. Chakku, Rupa, Chakku Vinyana. Clear? Vinyana job is to recognize. It recognizes. What it recognizes? It recognizes this is this. If I see you and then I say it's Bobby, the recognition is of Bobby is happening in the phassa, inna sangati phasso. These three coming together is the phassa. So I am feeling that created due to the phassa, the previous one. Without the contact, I can't even say this is Bobby. The feeling I'm getting it, this is Bobby. On what basis? Because of the perception, the body structure, the beard, the eyes, the spectacle, blah, blah, what I've seen previously is now captured as Bobby. Inna sangati phasso, phassa pache vedana, yam vedeti tam sanjanati. Now I have perceived this is Bobby. Yam
So,
sanjanati.
Vilasi, like if you pause that, I have a question.
Yeah.
So now you have seen me, and then you get a contact, in your through your eyes, and then what happens is that you get a experience. So what is my question is this experience, this vedana or the feeling is happening in the body. Will it be like now there is another consciousness, like mind consciousness is there. So what is the context for the mind consciousness to again
Dhamma.
have a person?
Dhamma, which is
Dham-
mental
Dhamma.
objects. Mental objects. See, Bobby, we are having two objects. One is the object which is coming to the each of the sense door, and one which is created by the mind, which is called a Dhamma, which is known as Dhamma. So Buddha says it is Adivachana, is described as.
Dhamma is the contact there.
For mind, Dhamma is a contact, no?
Okay.
Yep.
So it is not the Vedana happened because you have seen me. That is not the contact. Then another contact comes. It is Dhamma.
As soon as
That
I
becomes
see, there is a mental seeing also. And I would say, hey, Bobby, you look nice today. Why? Because that image is coming. Like that day, Perrin was saying, you look good in this t-shirt. Why? You didn't say that. Perrin said it. Why? In her consciousness, in your consciousness, if you see, she had a comparison. In your consciousness, there's no comparison. I sense door came, and then the conscious experience happened. Phassa, this is a Vedana, this is Vilas. There ends it. Okay. And the Vilas is a perception. But when Marine saw it, she got all of this, but in the mental, the image got changed. When the image got changed, she is putting it back, saying that this t-shirt looks good on you. Got the point? So mind also is having an image of that. And that's the reason Buddha calls Mano Pubbangama Dhamma. Of all the Dhamma, mind is the forerunner. It creates an image instantaneously than what is shown. Also, it goes even more better than It creates even more better than the sight and sound and taste and touch and smell. Same vinyana it would do. Anancha paticcha dhammecha uppajjati mano vinyanam. Inna sangati pasa. You know what has happened, Bobby? I will tell you. When we read only the first one. Chakuncha paticcha rupecha uppajjati chakku vinyanam, and then they put dot. So sotancha, saddancha, dot. Dhanancha, jivancha, pe, keep on doing it, and manancha, they'll put it and over. So we are also very happy with that approach. You know, we also don't want to spend any time there. So we think only through eyes you have an experience and the remaining things have no experience. And when you go to Vipassana, BRI, they only deal with body. That's it. No other experience is possible. And they say everything is coming in the body only. It's far from truth. No, absolutely not.
I think in the body, what they're saying is what you say, the grounding object. You know, it is not. It is. Other things also he mentions sometimes, but maybe unknowingly people give more importance to the bodily sensations. But it is like a grounding object, and also other times also continuously aware. He always says that, but I don't know. Some practically maybe it is not happening.
Whatever it is. So what I'm trying to say is that without contact, there can be no feeling. No independent feeling can exist without a contact. The Buddha, in all his suttas, especially Brahmajala Sutta, he doesn't buy into argument of anyone on the feeling. In fact, the previous one, what we covered, they're right. They're talking from feeling. It's right. And she says, no. So if somebody were to say from feeling, I will cut out everything, impossible. That becomes neva sanya na sanya ayatana. Acts. Not possible. Yeah, somehow you close the six sense doors and you achieve Nibbana, good. Like what Ubakin says and like Goenka says, yeah, if they have practiced it that way, that's correct. But whatever is there in the retreat, it's far from truth. Yes, it's the best course you could ever have to begin with. Absolutely required. Without that foundation, nobody can go anywhere. Agreed. That's a good foundation. Have. But if somebody believes that that foundation itself is a building, and that he's wrong. It's just a foundation. It's, even if you do a 60-day course, it's still a foundation. It doesn't go anywhere beyond foundation. Yes, Goenka says many things which are right, meaning if you, as they progress on different courses, longer duration courses, he says, but the basic item remains the same. The basic observation remains the same, the body sensation only. So how do you see the eyes sensation? How do you see the ear sensation? How do you see the nose sensation? How do you see the tongue sensation? How do you see the mind sensation? You tell me that. You have done a 30 days course. So tell me, in a 30-day, did you ever do this?
I asked this question to some of the teachers, then he told, you keep practicing, you will understand. Because Goenkaji, for that you have to learn more of Tikapattana Sutta, And if you ask this many questions like this, you are, now for the time being, you just watch this bodily sense. I asked this, and then after that, I didn't ask any question. I stopped asking.
Yes. Yes, Haryu.
No, I was just thinking, I was asking a question to the teacher too, and then he was giving me in circles, and eventually he called me back and said something. I was asking him, you said about this, body sensation, you have to focus on the gross to purify and remove that, right? And then, but also saying, by observing it, this anicca will be, this panya will be God. I was asking, are you developing wisdom? Or are you purifying the body? And he said, you're purifying, you're developing wisdom. That's the key thing. It's not about purifying. But I ask, then why should I observe different spot? I said, I can just observe one spot, because observing one spot would also give me I can also see anicca there. Why do I have to keep on moving around? He said, different body part give you a different kind of wisdom. I was asking him, and eventually he said, you're off the track, go back. But after I left, the assistant teacher, he sent someone to call me back. He said, okay, both are there. Because, when purification happens, wisdom got developed. So there are no difference. I said, okay. So some discussion like that. I found it funny. I don't know if it's valid, but it's funny.
Mrityunjay, yeah, go ahead. So basically, what we need to understand, yes, for everyone, phassa, contact, is not searchable, not easily to find. The first starting point is Vedana, feeling. That's the best thing to do. And in that, Goenka or Ubakin method or Sayadaw or whatever Burmese method is the best. There is no second to it. And there can't be anything better than that. If somebody were to argue that there is a better than Vipassana of Ubakin Goenka, it's wrong. He's not understood it. That's the best. No doubt on that. It's the best thing you could do. But if somebody says that's the foremost, that's the end, pinnacle, no. Buddha Dhamma is the pinnacle. This is starting point and that is the ending point. So we need to put the meat in between that. It's just a skeleton. And in one video, Goenka ji himself says, what we share is the skeleton. As one I was hearing some time ago, long time ago rather. Mrityunjay, go ahead.
Sir, again, this Vedana, if you try to search from where it has come, it leads to Phassa. Because of Phassa, Vedana has come. Phassa Pachaya Vedana. In Paticca Samuppada, if you are trying to find out the Vedana, okay, we will not stop at that Vedana. If you try to find out from where this Vedana came, how this Vedana came, it is due to Phassa that Vedana has come. And that Phassa was again due to that object as a base and that Vinyana. Due to the Tinnam Sangati Phassa Pachaya Vedana.
That is correct, Mrityunjay. That portion everybody knows. But how do you practically see it is a question.
Okay, sir. In another way, like what we call it as ahara. There are two types, mental ahara and physical ahara, where that food is the ahara for the body and phassa is the ahara for one of the ahara for the mind also.
No, that is correct. It is there in the Putta Mamsa Sutta. Appreciated that you know it. But what Bobby is saying is about the practical aspect of it. Not that he doesn't know it. He knows it. But now, when you are sitting in a meditation, like you are doing Vipassana of Goenka, how will you go into the phassa?
As long as we are closing our eyes and not trying to get the contact, that eye contact, we are avoiding the eye phassa.
No, that doesn't work that way. You cannot, see, it's like in one sutta, Buddha says, can you cut out eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and all that?
No.
So then phassa cannot be cut.
Yes.
So then Vedana cannot be cut. No matter you don't react to it, that's fine. But non-reacting doesn't mean that there is no phassa.
Yes. Due to phassa only Vedana has come.
Exactly. So then by ignoring the Vedana, will you ever get anything?
That the Vedana has come due to phassa, so we cannot ignore phassa also.
No, wait for a second. In this cycle, without consciousness, nothing can work. Correct?
Exactly.
So what Buddha is saying in that, if you have really seen, Chakuncha paticha rupecha upajati chakku vinyana. So there is already a chakku vinyana. So that means nama rupa pachaya salaitana is also there. Salaitana pachaya phassa is also there. Phassa pachaya vedana is what going to come. That means vinyana is already there. So what Buddha has done, he is a smart person. He has put the salaitana with the object and connected with consciousness. So chakku vinyana is already there. So vinyana is there means nama rupa is already there. Right? So he is asking you to observe the phassa as three. Chakku, the rupa and the vinyana. You got the point. Tell me, how are you able to observe these three when you are in a retreat? Like you have to tell me, this is kaya, this is pottabha, this is kaya vinyana. Yes. Yes, Bobby.
I think there are other times, not just sitting, the other times when you are walking around, you have the opportunity. If you really understood, there is an opportunity to see the eyes and the touch and the other sense doors. While eating, you can have this tongue consciousness, So, but he says that, but a systematic training is not there.
Exactly. Like it is there for the body, it's not there for other five senses.
Yeah, that is correct. See now how you explained, after I started hearing you, it becomes more practical, it becomes more ease. That is not there. So there was some kind of pressure that, you always look for these bodily sensations and you feel that then only you are meditating. But that is gone after, I have come in contact with you. Yeah, that is not there. But he says that in the Dhamma discourses, but it is somehow because all emphasis is given to the bodily sensation.
Correct.
The other things are missing.
Yes. So what we need to see, if you want to see the phassa is not that phassa what is talking about. It is with vinyana. So the chakku upa vinyana, if you see, then you have in the patisamutpada, after avijja pache sankhara, the four things which are continuously coming is the phassa, what he talks about. You have vinyana, namarupa, salayatana, and then the phassa. Okay. That's a whirlpool. So what I need to do is, what is phassa? What is the contact? Consciousness is the contact. Nothing else. As soon as I see something, I am recognizing it as Bobby. That is the conditioned consciousness. That is the one I have to do animitta. Got the point? That's the one I need to do animitta, nothing else. If I am seeing San Francisco, I need to cut San Francisco in the consciousness. Otherwise, it creates raga or dvesha or moha. Like I was telling Ariu, sorry, not Ariu, I was telling yesterday Ashutosh. We were discussing deep Dhamma topics. So I was telling him that how did I do it in the VRI? I was able to cut the VRI, but unfortunately had not cut Goenka. So when the sotancha paticha saddecha uppajjati sota vinyanam, the sota vinyana had Goenka. That's a problem. Now it is tinna sangati phasso. Asapache vedana. The vedana I was getting is dukkha vedana. because he's reciting in a very bad way. But for others, Sukha Vedana, some people are crying, listening to Goenka. They're crying. Whereas I'm feeling, oh, stop it. If you see what Vedana he is getting, Sukha Vedana, what Vedana I'm getting, Dukkha Vedana. Is it a Goenka's problem that he gave me Dukkha Vedana or he gave him Sukha Vedana? No. The consciousness created, that is the Vijnana created Goenka. So it started liking it. When you start liking it, what happens? You start relishing it, enjoying it. It's Nandi Raga. So there's a conscious experience. As soon as Goenka starts singing, half the people will be wow, 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 like that. Because they are able to recognize. There's a recognition. Cognition is happening. So when there is a cognition, it's going to create problem. Because he has not cut the phassa. So what changed? After that, half an hour terrible experience I had on day one of first hour, 4:30 to 6. After that, 6:30, after that Janjana Mangala went away, I went back to my room. I started reflecting. Why was I upset? I'm not supposed to be upset at anything. But why? I was thinking over it. Why? Because I'm not in VRI. That I know. But still, how did I get upset? Then I remembered the memory of my 2012 is that when I am putting Goenka's discourses, I don't have this audios. It's only the video. In that he sings it, he recites it very well. And it stuck to me, oh my God, I have not cut out Goenka. I should do it right away. Otherwise, my 9 days is going to be torture. It's going to be a torture. What I did while taking bath, as Doha was coming, Dohe. And good news is that they had put a speaker next to my room. Very nice. So that I can listen even more vividly. I said, who is Goenka? It's a mental fabrication. The Vijnana be cut. So I cut the Vijnana. Then what happened? Magically, it took me around 10 minutes to cut Goenka. And Goenka went away. I was sure that Goenka is gone. No longer found in the mind sense door. That object, Goenka, is gone. What a relief. To make sure it is true, I sat next to that dohe where he sings in the same way like he was singing in the morning session. So some kind of weird voice. So I'm enjoying it. No. Am I rejecting it? No. Am I feeling peaceful? Yes. Super, Vilas, you've done it. Next session, 8 o'clock, let's sit and watch. 8 o'clock I went. That. And the same thing came. Cassette. No Vedana. Absolutely no Vedana. If there's no Vedana, then I can cut out the senses. Then I started cutting off the eye sense door, the ear sense door, the nose sense door, the tongue sense door, body sense door. Cut off body sense doors? No. Cut off the objects of the sense door. So there's no vinyana of that. So chakku dhatu, rupa dhatu, chakku vinyana dhatu. Sota dhatu, saddha dhatu, saddha vinyana dhatu. Khana dhatu, gandha dhatu, khana vinyana dhatu. Jivha dhatu, rasa dhatu, jivha vinyana dhatu. Kaya dhatu, pottabha dhatu, kaya vinyana dhatu. Mano dhatu, dhamma dhatu, mano vinyana dhatu. Okay? Let's understand this. This vinyana, quality of the vinyana, relating to I, can recognize an visual impression. So the dhatu of the rupa is shape and color. Nothing else. When it comes to the chakku, it's only shape and color. But that vinyana which is already modified, which has come, sees it as female, male, fair, dark, this, that, and so many other combinations. So when I got into the Goenka, the chakku vinyana dhatu had Goenka, sota vinyana dhatu had Goenka, ghana vinyana dhatu did not have Goenka because I have not smelt Goenka. Kaya vinyana dhatu doesn't have Goenka because I have not met and shook his hand or touched him or whatever. Okay. Mano vinyana dhatu has Goenka. So the maximum Goenka, where it is between eye and the ears and the mano. If I want to cut the mano vinyana dhatu, I have to simultaneously cut it at chakku vinyana dhatu and sota vinyana dhatu. The created one. Goenka which is created one. So I sat. There goes Goenka. Peace. Now when I sat there, nothing happened. Then the mano vinyana dhatu will keep on waiting for the sense or other sense doors so that it can get some food, like what Mrityunjay is saying, hassa, the food. But here vinyana is the food. For vinyana, nama rupa is the food. So no nama rupa is coming. So no Goenka is coming. Because there what will you get? Nothing. So the food for mano is sensation coming on the body. So still there is a food. Ahara samudayo, rupa samudayo. So I knew that if I keep on watching sensation, it keeps on growing. This sensation, that other sensation, something will be coming. So I went by what Buddha says. Cut off. So kaya, vinyana, what will you cut off? Yes, what Goenka says is right. Sakshi bhav, witness. Just witness it. Don't label it. Labeling is sanya, perception. No labeling. Goenka is also a label. No labeling. The sound which is coming is just sound, not Goenka sound. So when I did it on the 5th day, it was peace. So from 6th day onwards, Nibbana like this. I have never heard Goenka ever since. Meaning, on the first day, when I sit in the night with that discourses, every word I'm able to understand, but no Goenka exists. I'm watching the video in Hindi, not in English. Hindi. Just enjoying, just watching, not getting any kind of disturbance. Okay. So I found out, yes, you have done it. And you will yourself come to know that you have done it, because none of the sense doors are getting worked up. There's no heat. This coolness, this shunya, empty. Each of these senses are empty. Nothing filled in. That's what Buddha is saying. This sutta. If somebody argues with me that he can go to this realm, that realm, I able to do the blah blah blah. Hey, without phassa, can you be able to do it? Because Vedana can only come when there is contact. If you're feeling I'm in a Deva realm, it's because of the phassa. If you're saying I'm in a Brahma realm, because of the phassa. Brahma is perception. To feel pleasure or pain or both as neutral. And that's avidya. You are doing something to reach there. There's nothing to be done to reach there. And hence it's called avidya pachaya sankhara. Dependent on avidya, sankhara happens. Sankhara pachaya vinyana. Depending on the vinyana, sankhara happens. Yeah. How to read this? Avidya pachaya sankhara. Dependent on avidya, sankhara happens. If there were no avidya, there is no sankhara. If there is no phassa, there is no vedana. If there is no salaytana, there is no phassa. If there is no vinyana coming in the salaytana, no ayatana. If there is no sankhara, why there is a vinyana of that? Which vinyana talking? Bobby is a vinyana. Aryu is a vinyana. Because there's a food. But then you experience, like Goenka. I might love Goenka or I might hate Goenka. Because there is a moha or a delusion of Goenka. While there is no Goenka there. Absolutely not. There is Patavi Dhatu, yes. There is Apo Dhatu, yes. There is Vayu Dhatu, Akash Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, Vinyana Dhatu. That we call it as Goenka. And the same six Dhatu, we call it as Bobby, call it as Aryu. So then the contact is removed. There is no contact. And hence there is no feeling. So you cut at feeling only if you penetrate phassa. You cut at tanha if you understand feeling. Like that is how it is. It's right. You can cut at either one of the link. But be careful that the right place to cut it out is not at Vedana, at phassa. Because you'll still have a feeling. Yes.
Like whenever you say that cut the phassa, you are saying that you're going into that animitta. Yeah. So I think when what I understand is that when you are cutting the contact and going into anitta, you are in I don't know whether you are in a nibbanic state or anything, because you are cutting that. So is it possible for everyone just to cut it rather than see Vedana means something is there to observe, but phassa means you have to, when the contact comes immediately you have to cut it. So it needs a lot of practice, I believe.
Absolutely. I agree. That's the reason I said The starting point is Goenka technique only. That's the best. On that you develop it. See, Goenka ji has done a wonderful thing, the best thing.
So Vilashi, you are talking this prasad to people who have some kind of meditative experience and understanding, not to like for somebody who is heard the Dhamma in the first time, right?
No, see, what I'm saying to everyone is that like majority of the people who get in touch with me have already done Vipassana of Goenka. They know it. Some people have done 10 retreats, some people have done 20 retreats, some people have done 1 retreat. Like I and Eriu have done only 1 retreat. Chirag has done a retreat, his wife has done a retreat. So then so many people, so they are not unaware. So that's the foundation. Just like, somebody gives you land and then he gives you with foundation. So you construct the way you want it. Take the Buddha Dhamma and construct it. But don't just sit on the foundation. That's not going to help you. So there's nothing wrong with Goenka's technique. There's nothing wrong with Ubakin's technique. It's good one. It's one of the beautiful one you can ever search in this world, in this time frame. If anything is worth trying, it's Goenka technique only. It's done wonderfully well. But it is limited. I don't call this a flaw. There's no flaw. There's limitation. Like I was saying. You don't blame Goenka. No, it's perfect one. Add from the Buddha Dhamma. You take the Dhamma. No, why do you only take that small portion? You have been given a way to work for 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 45 days, 60 days. Don't stop to that. Okay, you are not able to understand, did some few 10 days courses, 20 days courses, 30 days courses, 45 days courses. Fair. But don't do it endlessly. That think that that's the only thing, because that itself is creating raga for you. Now you are in delusion. You were in one kind of delusion. Now you are back in another kind of delusion. Because that comes under 62 views. You have to let go of that. So what's the way? Phassa. Don't create phassa. Don't create Goenka in your mind. Don't create Burmese technique in your mind. Don't create Sri Lankan technique in your mind. Don't create Thai technique in your mind. There's nothing called as Thai. There's nothing called as Burmese. There's nothing called as Sri Lankan. Yeah, just an identifier. Fair. Fine. There's nothing wrong in identifying, but there's every harm in taking it to be true. It's not true. It's just phassa, which creates Vedana and Sanya. We are doing phassa nirodho so that Sanya, Vedana, Sankhara nirodha happen. And then you are in Nibbana. That's what he's talking here. At the phassa. He says, without phassa, can anybody challenge me? Yes.
Vilashi, can you please tell me the number of that sutta where you mentioned it is Phassa Nirodho, Sanya Nirodho, Sankhara Nirodho?
It's
You
there
just,
in
I think,
Sanyukta Nikaya. You take any Sanyukta Nikaya, you will find 5. Ahara Samudayo, Rupa Samudayo, Vedana Samudayo, Phassa Samudayo, Vedana Samudayo, Phassa Samudayo, Sankhara Samudayo, Sanya Samudayo, Phassa Samudayo, Sankhara Samudayo, Nama Rupa Samudayo, Vinyana Samudayo. Wait, I can show it to you right here. If you are not able to find it, I will find it for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, in the Bahu Dhatuka Sutta, it's there.
Yeah. What is the number? 22 point?
No, what I'm saying, MN 115. That one is there.
MN 115 also has it, correct.
Yeah.
But that's a big one.
Yeah.
So how that MN 115 starts, are you that it is, what is the name of that? Is it the one?
Bahu Dhatuka Sutta.
Is it the one talking to Pokarsadi? No.
No. That is Dhatuka Sutta. There is many kind of dhatu. You'll get 18 dhatus.
Okay. Bahutatika. Can you please share that on the WhatsApp? Don't mind.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Ayatana Sutta have a version of that. I'll just share it to you privately.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you just search for this, Rasa Nirodha, Vedana Nirodha, you will see like a lot of suttas with that. Ayatana Sutta have that. Mahapatana Sutta have that. Mahatanha Sankaya Sutta also have that. Samaditthi Sutta have that. MN 9, Samaditthi Sutta also has that. But it's abbreviated in that.
So it goes right view, right?
Yeah, Samaditthi.
Done by Sariputta. Yeah.
Yes. That one is on the Vijnana. Understand Vijnana, the origin, the cessation, Vijnana Samudaya Yancha Pajanati. Vijnana Nirodhancha Pajanati.
Yeah, I've shared it. You can see it here.
Sutta is this Vilasi?
22.57. 56. Upadana Paripavatta Sutta. This I have already done one video also. How the Upadana happens. So he says, Rupam Abhanyasmim Rupa Samudayam Abhanyasmim Rupa Nirodham Abhanyasmim Rupa Nirodha Gamim Patipada Abhanyas. So this, he will talk Four Noble Truth in this. It's a very beautiful sutta.
So SN 32.56.
22.56.
22.56.
So he says, what are the form? What is the form? So he says, ahara samudaya, rupa samudayo, ahara nirodha, rupa nirodha. Like that. Passa samudaya, vedana samudayo. Passa nirodha, vedana nirodho. Passa samudaya, sankhara, sanya samudaya. Passa nirodha, sanya nirodho. Passa samudaya, sankhara samudayo. Passa nirodha, sankhara nirodho. So, if somebody is not cutting out the contact, he will never be able to get it. Okay, so we'll do one thing. We will cut it out here for today and then we'll take it on Monday. You go through this sutta. That's the best
Yes.
thing. For all of you, you go through this contact point. We'll take it. That's what I did in the VRI. Otherwise, I'm telling you, I have known so much of Pali, how to recite and this and that. And when I heard for the very first time how he recites, it was...
So you are still hearing the sound, but you don't give any meaning to it.
No, I
Right,
see
yeah.
everything.
Yeah. You
I hear everything, but no Goenka exists.
No Goenka. Just a sound. So like that, you have to cut every one of your sense organs.
Let me
Like
let me show you what I really mean by it, so that you understand what I'm saying. Just give me a second.
I think this video might have to be on private.
Which video?
No, today's video.
Yeah, today's video we can't publish it.
Your own hard.
Is it all the videos which you talk about your meditation experience in VRI to make it private?
No, no. This one I have not told anything, so it's fine.
From morning 4:30 till night 9:30. You have to keep on working very diligently, continuously. Of course, every evening from 1 to 1.5 hours, there will be these Dhamma talks. And understand they are not for any kind of an intellectual entertainment. They are just for you to understand the technique.
So now, in this video, what I have to make out is this is just Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu, Akash. Got the point? Then the nimitta is gone. You have to apply dhatu vibhanga in this to cut the nimitta.
So the sound you are perceiving it as a agasha.
No,
Yes.
first you have to make this body go away.
Yeah.
Make it vanish away from your conscious experience. And in its place comes Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu, Akash. So what I do, I watch the ear holes and the mouth and the ear, eyes holes, everywhere. There's a lady sitting or a gent sitting, it doesn't matter. I don't call it as Goenka and his wife because that's again perception. The nimitta has already happened. I'll just say a gent sitting and a lady sitting. That's the truth. then cut it out. You get only Pathavi Dhatu, Apo Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, Vayu Dhatu, Akasha Dhatu. And what the Vijnana sees now, what the Vijnana is holding, nothing. So whatever sound is coming, is just coming. He's speaking in English, which I can understand. If you are speaking in some other language, let's say Gujarati or Rajasthani, some other language, I wouldn't have understood anything. Or if you are spoken in Malayalam, I wouldn't have understood head or tail of what is he trying to say. So will you like it or will you dislike it? You will not either like it nor dislike it because you can't understand what is he saying. Because there is no sanya of it. So you are not able to perceive it. Whatever you can't perceive it, you can't feel it. See, if Aryu were to talk to me in Chinese, I would be watching his mouth. Nothing I can understand what is he saying. And Bobby, if you were to talk to me in Malayalam, I won't understand anything. Or I might understand something. What about Aryu? If you talk to him in Malayalam, he will be watching you like, when will he stop? Or he will just be standing like this. That is animitta.
I'm in Nibbana.
Yes, but you are in ignorance. So why don't you make it a known thing? Not an unknown thing, a known thing. Where just watch. You just be a witness. Just be the witness. I am witnessing whatever is coming on the screen. Not liking it or disliking it, nor otherwise. Just watching it. You feel so blissed out. Why? There is no impressions. So I can watch this video endlessly without any kind of experience. No Vedana. Experience is the Vedana. There's no Vedana because there's no perception. Sanya. So Sanya Vedata Nirodha. It's just there. There's nothing there. What if I were to make meaning of that? Then I get biased. Either I will agree with what he's saying or I'll disagree with whatever he's saying, and then that creates a view. And that's how the view gets formed. Because I'm taking side. Like in that video, he says in Burma, they had kept it purest. I don't agree with that. That will come automatically. What's my problem? Just watch. The sound is coming and going away. Like he's sitting there, he'll turn his head like this, he'll turn his head like that. The object is going away, coming and going and coming, and as the time is going away, that is also going away. Over. Should I get worried? Absolutely fine. Yes, sir.
Yeah, to share with Bobby, I think Vilas have told him that this section when he played the video in the first 2-3 days, I was liking it okay because of the long day, everyone's enjoying. It's like a show. It's like a movie night. So I think everyone's liking it. But from like I think I forgot third or fourth day, I start disliking whatever he's saying because he's simplifying Dhamma to like this technique. Like when he's having Parinibbana, people want to come say, "Come, I'm gonna teach you this technique." So he's equating Dhamma with that. So I got to get agitated to a point that I walked out. So it become my least favorite part of the day. I don't want to listen to him because of having this. Even though people are having sukha listening, I'm having dukkha.
I think you have heard a lot of discourses before, that's the reason. Maybe.
Yeah. The way he's just saying the whole Dhamma is just, watching the body and it agitates. Yeah.
No, Bobby Aryu has not seen videos of Goenka. He is so worked up on Buddha Dhamma that anybody saying anything against, anything different than that, he'll challenge it.
like in the beginning times, I used to pursue some people who comes to the monastery who have this sufficient knowledge in suttas to go to Goenka courses, but they couldn't go. They keep saying, no, I can't stand. There's something, what I'm doing now is okay. So then later on, I understood that, maybe somebody has a lot more knowledge already in the suttas. Maybe it is not a new thing. Maybe he has a broader knowledge. Then when he is narrowed down to this one particular thing, maybe he can't stand it.
Yeah. I mean, he's tailoring the whole Dhamma. I mean, he's quoting all these quotes, but he's tailoring it.
It really, as Vilas is saying, it really works for the people who doesn't have any knowledge for Dhamma in the beginning, and then I don't know where. Yeah, it can reach to a stage where you think that, oh, where I'm going, or you always go and trying to get that Banga experience or something. Yeah, the whole. But I was also lucky that I started reading suttas also. Parallelly, started reading suttas. I was going to monastery, so I was a bit more lucky. Yeah?
Yes. I mean, I think he's a great speaker. He talked very well. He gave Dhamma in a very clear way. And he is, I mean, compared for most people, this is the greatest thing that they've heard, right? But I think for me, it becomes trouble when he's starting equating whatever he said to all of Dhamma. He's saying, just this technique, that's all you, like, whenever he have that narrative, it irritates me because I know it's like so vast and he's saying it's just, whatever he's saying hardly require 10 pages to, print, right? Why do you require, this 84,000 suttas, right? Like all these Buddhas saying you only need a few leaves, but he says forget the leaves, just take, one atom of that. That's all you need. Which is like this Buddha Vipassana already gave less than Gautama Buddha, but he's only still have to go to Namarupa, right? But he say Vedana is good then. I mean, all these Buddha are, giving too much.
Yeah, and I understand that. Yeah, I understand what.
Okay, anyway, so let's visit back on Monday after going through the Phassa, and then it will be good. Yes.
A quick question, because when you're describing the six senses, all have perceptions and the name. I was thinking initially, like whenever you watch and like the first time the sign creates from one of the sense door, let's say home, right? But the sign, the mind sense door primarily, that's the perception. But then it gets proliferated into all these sense doors. Now I'm hearing the home, feeling the home.
You get it together. So we will take this Phassa itself on Monday.
Okay.
All right. Good day and good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.